Well, hi there, everybody. Good morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this. It is a Friday morning here. Let's start this back at 7 o'clock in the morning here as we look at your forecast for today. We are looking at a few showers lingering in eastern Nebraska. Meanwhile, we've had some fog that's been developing here. I'm going to go back real quick here so I can actually draw on here, so I apologize for that. We've had some areas of patchy fog developing here. It's mostly low-lying fog, and it's right on the edge of the clearing skies as clouds are pushing eastward. But still some showers and isolated thunder that's kind of going from about Omaha southward. It's mainly along and east of Highway 77 now, but as we go through our day today, that will clear out. The fog will gradually lift or clear out as we go through the morning. Lots of sunshine expected this afternoon. Then we get new developing showers and isolated thunderstorms later in the afternoon and into this evening. And this is going to bring us a chance of some strong to severe storms. Right now, chances look to be best up in the Sandhills of Nebraska and eventually into north central Nebraska. Once you get south of Interstate 80, there's still a chance, but not as good of a chance. Let's push us to 10 p.m. here. Still a chance of rain, thunder, lightning, severe weather possibly up in northern Nebraska. Heavier rain pockets, and then the severe weather threat should start to weaken by around midnight. Again, there's a chance in the Tri-Cities, but it's not a great chance. Still some showers and isolated thunderstorms lingering into early tomorrow morning. During the day tomorrow, still a chance of rain and isolated thunder for a few hours into tomorrow morning in the Tri-Cities. Even in eastern Nebraska, we may see something. There's a small chance during the game. It's not a very good chance, but there is a chance. Although I think a better chance will develop later in the afternoon and this evening, or tomorrow evening, right in here. As we get into your Saturday afternoon, evening here, maybe some more severe weather possible. It's not as good of a chance as later today and tonight, but there still is a chance tomorrow evening, and then that will weaken, clear out of here, and we're left with just a slim chance of rain for the rest of the area later on tomorrow night and early on Sunday. So the Storm Prediction Center, they have a slight risk of severe weather for northwestern parts of the Local 4 viewing area. Chances, I would even include up here in the O'Neill area as well, but anywhere in here. We'll get an update from the Storm Prediction Center here at 7 or 8 o'clock this morning with the latest on this to see if they've shifted this at all. I do think the green marginal risk area, the chances are much lower. Large hail, up to maybe 1.5 inches in diameter, possibly a little larger in spots. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts a possibility, and can't even rule out an isolated tornado, especially right in here, I think, in the Sandhills of Nebraska. Tomorrow, the risk shifts eastward. There's a marginal risk about Highway 281 eastward. I don't think there's much of a chance in the Tri-Cities, to be honest with you. Large hail damage and winds the main threat, and then it's only far eastern parts of the state that are included in a marginal risk for Sunday later in the day here as that threat continues to move out, and we're going to start to see a ridge of high pressure building, which is going to lead to a warming trend in the days ahead, and you'll especially notice it by early next week. So highs later today, upper 70s to upper 80s with your warmest temperatures in the south and southeast. We'll drop back to the 50s and 60s tonight. Tomorrow's high is a little bit warmer than today, low 80s to low 90s, your warmest temperatures once again to the south and southeast. Tomorrow night, 50s and 60s once again, and then Sunday, a little bit more heat building in, although upper 70s up north, but 80s and some 90s. That heat really building in the south, and we'll see that heat continue to push northward as we push into early next week. So there it is, that 3-day forecast. This kind of sums it up. Then comes sunshine and hot weather. We could be pushing record territory by Tuesday, maybe some triple digits down across northern Kansas. And then the transition comes Wednesday and into Thursday as a cold front kind of hangs around the area. We'll see if it pushes all the way through or not. But if it does, we could see a pretty cool first day of fall there by Thursday. I think this part of the forecast will probably change before we get there, but so kind of take it with a grain of salt, but along with it will come chances of rain and thunderstorms as that cold front eventually makes its way through. And it does look like it will be trending much cooler for the end of next week into that following weekend. Below average temperatures are expected. So we'll see the incline in temperatures over the next several days, peaking on Tuesday. Then comes the drop, and then the slow climb back upwards following that here. Going back to Saturday real quick here, let's take a look at the Husker game day forecast. It's an 11 a.m. kickoff between the Huskers and Oklahoma. And I'm going to throw in a slight chance of rain and thunderstorms throughout the game. It's not a great chance. If we were to see anything, I think towards kickoff would be the better chance than later in the game. But it will be a little bit breezy out there. Wind gusts could be as high as 25 miles per hour, and it's going to be pretty toasty. Temperatures getting up there well into the 80s. They may get close to 90 degrees tomorrow afternoon by 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So it is going to be rather warm there. Real quick here, I do want to show you a long-range temperature trends here as you look across the country. Now, I'll have to wait for this graphic to load in, but again, what we're going to see in the coming days ahead is this big dome of high pressure is going to build in the central and southern United States here, as you'll see here. There it is. There's all that heat Tuesday. And then it starts to break down late next week as that shot of cooler air comes. The really cool stuff's going over the Great Lakes region. Looks like eventually maybe down the road we'll start to warm back up sometime early next week. But even then, we're still going to be sitting under a little bit of cooler air, not quite so hot by the weekend and into early the following week, which is Monday. That's over a week away from now here. So, all right, well, I have to go. I want to thank you all for watching on this Friday morning. I'll see you all again on Monday morning with all of the latest. Until then, thank you. Enjoy your weekend, and God bless. Bye.